it's hot. Okay, so I went into group feeling a bit, I'm going to have gained, because I made the mistake yet again of weighing yesterday morning. And according to yesterday morning's results, I would have put on half a pound to a pound. So that put me in a really crappy mood for the day. But I was good. It did make me, it was a bit of a 50-50 really, because it made me be good during the day. But then my husband's just come off antibiotics, so last night was the first night that he could have a drink. So he opened wine, which I really wanted some, because I was thinking, oh well, fuck it, I've put on anyway, so I might as well indulge. But I didn't. I thought, no, if you drink, you will never know if you will have had a loss if you don't drink, if that makes sense. So I didn't have one at all, just had my Pepsi Max with my dinner, which was healthy. It was SP. No, I decided I wouldn't have any, I wouldn't have any carbs. So, and I got a 1.5 pound loss. Woohoo! So I was not expecting that. Very happy with that. So we'll see how this week goes. I'm going to write it down again. I think that's helping. And what definitely helps is that when you have something, this is just my advice if you're struggling like me, or say you've got something coming up and you think, often we say, oh, it's just one meal won't hurt. It's only one meal out of, what is it we say, it's 21. So that's fine. But what I've realised, that if I can work out roughly how many sins that's going to use, so say like if you're going to get a Chinese takeaway, I personally would allow 50 to 60 sins for that, because I'd have wine and things. It may end up, it might be more, it might be less, but I would deduct that from my 105 sins from the week. And likewise, if you've got an afternoon tea, which a lot of our members in our group seem to have a lot of afternoon teas. I never get invited to any bloody afternoon teas. Anyway, maybe that's why I'm better at sticking to plan than some people. No, but seriously, if you've got a thing like that, afternoon tea, then I'm sure if you googled how many sins in afternoon tea, it'd probably tell you. I can't imagine an afternoon tea would be more than a Chinese takeaway. So as a guesstimate, I would say 40 to 50 sins, just as a guesstimate. Unless you were trying to be really good, just ate the cucumber out of the sandwich and didn't have the cake, just allowed yourself a biscuit. But no, you've got to do these things, you've got to enjoy. And I just think if you count the sins and actually put that in your book or note it down somewhere, so that, like in my book, I carried it over for the rest of the week, the sins that I'd used on the Wednesday, because I calculated afterwards how much I'd actually had, and that really helps. So maybe if you do that, I'm not saying it won't stop you going over your sins for that week, but it might significantly reduce how much you go over by that week. That's my tip anyway. It's worked for me. 1.5 off this week, which could have easily been a gain, I'm sure. Well, it would have been if I'd got weighed yesterday. Fucking hell. Don't weigh at home is the answer. Right, I'm going to go and get, what am I going to do? No idea what I'm doing today or what I'm going to have for dinner. And do know I shall be having wine